BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
About 700 individuals are reported to have lost their lives amidst 3 days of intense election. Protests gripping Tanzania, according to claims from the nation's primary opposition party. The unrest ignited on Election Day, Wednesday, fueled by allegations from demonstrators of a systematic suppression of opposition voices, particularly after prominent candidates were controversially excluded from the presidential ballot. John Kitoka, a spokesperson for the Chadema opposition party, informed Agence France Presse that the death toll has climbed significantly since the initial day of voting. As we speak, the figure for deaths in Dar es Salaam is around 350 and for Mwanza it is 200 plus. Added to figures from other places around the country, the overall figure is around 700, Kitoka stated, highlighting the devastating scale of the violence. He further cautioned that the true number of casualties might be considerably higher, as fatalities could be occurring during a nighttime curfew that was enacted on Wednesday, potentially obscuring the full extent of the tragedy. Echoing these grave concerns, a security source speaking to AFP also indicated reports of over 500 deaths, with an estimated toll of maybe 700 to 800 in the whole country. Amnesty International, an independent human rights organization, has also received information suggesting at least 100 people have perished. Chadema claims its figures were meticulously compiled by a dedicated network of party members who visited hospitals and health clinics, personally counting dead bodies. In a passionate plea, Kitoka urged the government to stop killing our protesters and called for the establishment of a transitional government to facilitate genuinely free and fair elections. Stop police brutality. Respect the will of the people, which is electoral justice, Kitoka implored, underscoring the widespread public sentiment and demands for accountability. The Guardian has reached out to the government for an official comment on these unfolding events. The election itself, held on Wednesday, was anticipated to see President Samia Suluhu Hassan consolidate her power. Yet it unfolded against a backdrop of rapidly escalating repression and the disqualification of key opposition figures from the presidential race. Earlier in April, Tundu Lissu, the vice chair of Chadema, faced arrest and charges of treason and cybercrime offenses. His party, which had been a leading voice advocating for an election boycott unless electoral systems were reformed, was subsequently barred from participating altogether. In a further blow to opposition diversity, Luhaga Mpina, the leader of ACT Wazalendo, another significant opposition party, was disqualified last month. This sequence of events has left President Hassan contesting the election against only lesser-known contenders from minor parties, adding to the atmosphere of pre-election tension. Government critics were reportedly abducted and arrested in the lead-up to the polls. Since Wednesday, massive crowds of protesters have engaged in confrontations with police and destroyed property belonging to businesses associated with the ruling party. The demonstrations, initially concentrated in the bustling port city of Dar es Salaam, have since rippled across the nation, painting a grim picture of widespread discontent. In response to the escalating violence, the government imposed a curfew. Disruptions to internet access were also reported nationwide, according to Global Monitor net blocks, adding another layer of communication blackout. On Thursday, the Army Chief, General Jacob John Mkunda, strongly condemned the violence, labeling the protesters as criminals and assuring that security forces were committed to containing the situation. Friday witnessed demonstrators facing a formidable presence of both police and military personnel. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, the OHCHR, expressed profound alarm regarding the fatalities and injuries sustained during the protests, noting its receipt of reports indicating at least 10 individuals were killed by security forces. The OHCHR has documented credible accounts of deaths occurring in Dar es Salaam, Shinyanga in the northwest, and Morogoro in the east, with security forces employing live ammunition and tear gas to disperse crowds. Saif Magongo, a spokesperson for the OHCHR, stated that the office has implored security forces to exercise restraint and avoid the use of unnecessary or disproportionate force, while also urging protesters to demonstrate peacefully. Tito Magati, a human rights lawyer, deemed the use of force by security agencies as unjustified, asserting that the country's president must refrain from deploying the police against the people. He articulated the prevailing sentiment, stating, "She must listen to the people. The mood of the country is that there was no election. We cannot vote for one candidate," encapsulating the deep-seated dissatisfaction with the electoral process.